Satnam, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for connecting, receiving. My name is Jean. Welcome to Create Your Connections Readings. This is going to be a pick a card reading to see what God, deity, entity wants to work with you, okay? This is something that I've actually wanted to do for quite a while now. Like, I kept getting that message, and I recently saw somebody put that as in a suggestion. So thank you so much for that. Please do leave your suggestions. I really do appreciate it. It also helps me, I kind of want to say, like, recognize the guidance as well in the way this collective wants to grow, okay? In the way you guys want to grow spiritually with me, the way we want to co-create, right? So yeah, for pile number 1, we have this beautiful, beautiful autumn leaf like this. I'm seeing a gecko now as well. Lovely. Look how the way this shines. This is so fucking beautiful. What? Yeah, to see again what deity wants to work with you, right? Pile number 1. Beautiful, beautiful. Wow. For pile number 2, we have this beautiful, beautiful, scrumptious honey drippity droppity thing. Okay. Mintanana asur sanach shech nenek temtech shach naktam such ver etna. Wow. And then for pile number 3, we have this beautiful, multicolored, very vibrantly colored yarn. Wow, this yarn is beautiful. Okay. Pile number 3. And then for pile number 4, we have this beautiful, just like a bunch of like cute little beads on a string. I got this, my brother gave this to me, my littlest brother. He gave this to me as a gift. Well, he wanted to, and then I picked it up, so. Okay, so yeah, once again, those are the piles to see what God, entity, spirit wants to work with you. Pick your pile, and I will see you there. Satnam, pile number 1, for those of you who picked this beautifully vibrant and bright autumn leaf, this is like, this very much speaks to me of like harvest, and I just got this very no energy. This is going to be your pile to see what God slash deity energy wants to connect to you, okay? This leaf always to me represents harvest, okay? And I'm feeling a very like earthy vibe here. I actually wanted to say for some of you, okay, yeah, never mind. A very earthy vibe there, okay? So I'm going to be using the Dreams of Gaia Tarot, and then also the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards, I think, okay? Okay, so let's see. For pile number 1, what god or deity wants to work with them? I just heard Freya, okay? Even though Freya is more like a goddess of summery vibes, like of actual abundance, to me, autumn, like as I have said, represents the harvest, okay? So the deity that wants to work with you is a deity, it is some kind of goddess. We're going to look a little bit more into that, some kind of feminine. I just saw the King of Pentacles, and I'm seeing the crone, okay? It is some kind of like feminine energy, feminine goddess that has a lot to do with like abundance, that has a lot to do with I'm hearing like finances even, okay, but but even like, for instance, like a goddess like Demeter could does represent abundance, even though she's a goddess of agriculture, okay. Let's see. We have the Heaven Earth, we have the Queen of Water, we have the Six of Fire, and we also have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, this is definitely, so for some of you this might be Demeter, this might be Freya, depending on what like energy you resonate with. Like ultimately, all of the love goddesses in every pantheon in every culture are the same. All of the like just under different like expressions, let's say, just as we are all the same, just under different expressions, right? So this goddess that wants to work with you, I feel like this goddess loves you very much, okay? This feminine entity loves you a lot, okay? I feel like she's actually bringing in some kind of completion for you. I'm even getting, for some of you, she's giving you like land or something. This is proper like the meter vibes here, okay? Like I'm even hearing Ceres for some of you that like to work with the Roman equivalent. But for some of you who are if you're looking for like a more Norse energy, if that's something that resonates with you, I'm being told to tell you go to pile number 2, because the Norse energy is very much about pile number 2, okay? But this goddess is an earth goddess. This might even be for some of you actually Gaia, like the earth itself, okay? Gaia, yeah, Gaia loves you. Every feminine expression of Gaia. Gaia is like the the ultimate feminine goddess, okay, and every other goddess is like an emanation from her, even the gods, but you get what I'm saying, okay. Every other feminine goddess is some kind of expression of Gaia, okay, and so I feel like all of them in some way. Pile number, there's usually this one pile that's kind of like this all round pile, and that's you, pile number one, okay, especially with this world as well. This goddess, like not Gaia, not only loves you very much. I feel like because you are probably here to assist her in ascension, or assist her in healing, or assist her in like building a better world, you know, like the new earth, those kinds of vibes. So she's actually helping you. She's helping you make your seeds grow. She's helping you ground yourself. She's helping you attain victory against like even the harshest environments, is what I'm getting here. So I'm feeling like if you've been through a whole lot of like very intense initiations since childhood, this is because the earth, Gaia herself, has been almost like guiding your life, like training you in order for you to be this like earth warrior, okay. Go listen to this song by Halen called Landa Warrior, okay. No, that's not the song's name. What's the song's name? Oh, no, I can't remember the name. Anyway, like I'll maybe post it in the comments, okay, if I remember. But yeah, so Gaia, or for some of you, you might just be connecting very specifically with like Demeter, or like Freya, some kind of like abundance fertility goddess here that has to do with like plant life and those kinds of things. Not necessarily plant life, like, but you get what I'm saying. But this goddess loves you, and she's like really assisting you, okay. If you aren't working with very specifically Demeter, because that energy came through strong, really strong again now. She's like it's almost like love. She's trying to gift you. Like, look at this beautiful pile number one. Like I see Demeter, this very like this like voluptuous woman with like long dark brown slash black hair, okay, and like bronze skin, and she's carrying like baskets of wheat, okay. But these baskets of wheat is like a lot of knowledge, like spiritual knowledge, like the knowledge of the earth, the knowledge of abundance, okay. If you do resonate with working with Gaia and loving Gaia and Gaia loving you, in order for you to hone and specify your manifestation, I highly recommend you work with Demeter, specifically like the Greek equivalent Demeter, okay. Like that aspect of her is coming through really strongly. She wants to gift you this wheat, which is the spiritual abundance. It's the knowledge of Demeter, the mysteries of the mother. Oh my god. Because Demeter, that's why I saw the crone as well. Demeter is the mother aspect of the maiden mother crone, whereas Persephone is the maiden and Hecate is the crone, right? Demeter wants to gift you her her knowledge in order for you to rule your aspect of the world, in order for you to again get the land, or get land, or something like that, okay. Okay, so I'm being told to put that back. Let's get into the other deck now. I just saw the devil as well. That's interesting, because Demeter is very much connected with Hades, the god of the underworld, in regards to Hades taking Persephone, and that kind of vibe, okay? So I feel like if you also have been dealing with darkness, like that was again like Demeter initiations as well, in order for you to learn how to die, how to release, how to let go, stuff like that, okay? Because she ultimately has to learn how to let go of her child, like 6 months every year, okay? High priest. Yeah, I feel like so for some of you, you might actually be men, okay. You didn't have to be, you might just be masculine or whatever. But Demeter, I feel like for some pile number one, like Demeter chose you to be her like representative or something, okay. Magic guardian, Demeter chose you. The sun, pile number one, Demeter has chosen you to be her like representative on Gaia. And once again, Demeter is an aspect, a drop of Gaia, if that makes sense, right? Whew. She's been like really putting you through the things, but that's because the earth can be really harsh, and she's been gifting you this knowledge and this clarity in order for you to be this earth guardian, exactly, in order for you to be this earth warrior. I'm getting goosebumps now. Jeez, pile number one. She's chosen you. Demeter has chosen you, pile number one, okay? Even if you are, again, not a masculine, she's just been like really honing your masculinity in order to be this for her, okay? And once again, like this, like she's bringing you a lot of abundance as well, like knowledge of abundance. Knowledge, yeah, a trader, exchange energy to create abundance. She's bringing you a lot of knowledge of Gaia, a lot of knowledge of Demeter. The mother, again, like she's the mother aspect, the knowledge of the mother, which is birthing infinity, okay? Spring, see your seeds grow, yeah. Like after every death, Demeter gets Persephone back. After Persephone goes to the underworld to stay with Hades for half of the year, which is winter, which is also autumn, winter and autumn. There comes spring comes back. Persephone comes back to Demeter, and everything is grown anew again. This is what she's giving you, because I feel like you're not only meant to bring in this new earth, in a sense of like really helping Gaia, like plants and animals and shit like that, but like the consciousness in regards to how to rebirth yourself, because again that's what the mother already mastered. What the maiden is like honing and learning, the mother has mastered, right? And so you mastered your spring, and now you're going to be this summer energy, okay? You're a warrior for Gaia. Yeah, hold the space. You're a warrior for Gaia. Like, truly, I think the people watching pile number one might just be very masculine, okay? And I'm again hearing men. Retreat into nature, or even like I'm hearing for some of you, somebody's going to be contacted by Demeter while you're actually like grocery shopping. It's going to be by like the vegetable aisle. I'm seeing tomatoes. Autumn, release the old and rest, okay? Because your spring is now coming, okay? Poll number one, I feel like that is sufficient. Thank you so much for joining. Please do consider liking and subscribing. And yeah, I'll see you again for another one. Bye. So now, poll number two. For those of you who picked this honeysuckle thing, drop thing, this is going to be a reading to see what entity deity wants to work with you. Like this always reminds me of Oshun, because Oshun and money, but like Oshun and honey, but well, honey, money. This is like I'm seeing proper like winter. I'm seeing the Norse lands, and it's like barren, cold, and white. Okay. I am properly getting Freya here, like I very clearly heard Freya, but I'm getting a lot of like Norse vibes. I'm getting a lot of like northern latitude, maybe even like I'm being drawn to some kind of like obscure Finnish Swami deity. Is it a Swami, or is what are those? What are the indigenous people of Finland called? You get like Finland and Sweden, like that's the kind of vibe, like some kind of really old god that comes from the northern parts of the world. Okay. I'm even hearing hell, okay? Like the goddess hell. Either way, this deity has a lot to do with like quite honestly like coldness and the winter and death, and like the death through winter, okay? Death through coldness. There's a lot of very intense survival energy here. Survival darkness, like winter, darkness, snowstorms. So this might be some kind of like winter god or winter deity. I'm going to be using this Ancestor Oracle cards deck and the Angels deck, I feel. And I'm actually being told to use this Cactus Jack deck as well. But we're going to start with this first. For pile number two, what deity slash entity slash spirit wants to work is calling out to pile number two. I feel like this, quite honestly, is some kind of like deathly energy, okay? But again, like not death as in rotting, death as in frozen dead or something like that, because there's a lot of like the sun is even coming out, because there's a lot of teaching that wants to come through there. Warrior, be fearless and stand strong. Yeah, I feel like, and the knight, be brave and honest. I just wanted to say that I feel like this entity is very intense. Like even me, like I'm not like, this entity isn't showing itself completely to me, because this is like very wild, okay? This is like, imagine the icy wild, like I see forests and shit, but there's like no leaves and snow, and it's like barren and dead, okay? Oracle, wait for important information, shapeshifter, transform, and ability gifts. This entity is very old, okay? This entity is if you have seen like the show American Gods, there's this one story where the birth of gods were explained, or how God and the immortal worship works. And it was actually this elephant god that their tribe had to leave the elephant god behind in order for the tribe to be saved. Like so the god sacrificed itself, right? I'm not saying that's what's gonna happen to this god or anything. I'm just saying like that was extremely ancient. This was an extremely fucking ancient deity. I don't even know if this deity is like written about or something like that, okay? That's also why this oracle, this wait for important information, is here. This energy has a lot of initiations for you, Paul number two, and this is not going to be easy. I have to say that for you, because that kind of winter is not easy, because nothing grows. It's a desert almost, like, right? And because this entity, because this god is so unknown, like this god wants to give to you the information in private. They want to give to you this knowledge in private. They want to give to have this relationship or this initiation process with you in private. Okay, I'm getting like very yes, this is very like very shamanic, very ancient, very fucking ancient. Um, I feel like you actually know this entity already. I feel like you might have even, some of you might have had like a lot of previous lifetimes in that area of the world, like reaching the very very tops of the world, and you used to work with this entity, and even then this entity wasn't known. Okay, the star, yeah. This star is giving me that energy of like 1 in a million. Like this entity is fucking old. Okay, like geez, I'm again like I don't know, like what the hell. Okay, but the star is giving me this like 1 in a million vibes. Like not only does this entity only work with people like 1 in a million or something like that, or shows itself like every now and then. A Parabay just came in the big mean fucking bees. Ugh, fuck off. But maybe it's just hunting the bad vibes, right? Yeah. Exactly. Like I feel like that's what this energy also wants to teach you, okay? Because it's so fucking ancient. It's like as old as the earth itself or something like that. But it's more. I don't know. It's like more wild, or more, I don't know. Like how are you more wild than the earth? Maybe it's like the epiphany, the expression of the wild of that part of the world. Okay, but either way, this feels like finding a star in the middle of blackness, infinite blackness. I don't know. Like we're gonna get a little bit more into this energy, but again, like I'm quite honestly, I don't think you're gonna get a lot from pile number two. Because like again, I feel like this god wants to keep it very very hush hush for you, okay? Because they want to do everything with you in secret, okay? I don't know why. That's just the way this entity works. The sun, look at that. I feel like this entity, this being, this god is very, I don't want to say proud, but like they're not. How do I explain this energy? This is like very ancient, right? So not everybody deserves this energy. Not everybody deserves this knowledge or that. That's specifically what I heard. This feels like a very masculine being to me, a very masculine god. Very harsh, extremely harsh. But like the harshness is so that you can, like extremely fucking harsh. But the harshness is so that you can survive that kind of winter, so that you can survive that kind of energy. Okay. Um, some of you like for yeah. Let me just carry on. Okay, let me rather say that then. For some of you, if you like watching like all of the piles, this is because like Gaia is even like telling like asking this god to, well, I wouldn't say that she's like asking this god, but like you're meant to assist Gaia as well, and this ancient being has like this very like, maybe some of you are from pile number one, and you're like meant to assist with like this wilderness aspect of Gaia, okay? Like this proper wilderness aspect, okay? Some of you might actually also be shamans or like medicine men and women, stuff like that. Page of Air. Challenging information, delays, or truth delivered without tact. What is this? I feel like this page of air is actually again like just snippets of information coming through to you, like that, like oh, shapeshifter. Yeah, this like because this being is like constantly like evading my vision or trying to evade my well, I wouldn't say evading. It's just like I'm not really allowed to say a lot. And that's why I'm not being presented with a lot of energy, okay? But that's why I'm not being presented with a lot of information for you, pile number two. Because for you to have the knowledge of this being will give you a lot of fucking strength, like moving mountains, picking up mountains, shit like that. And so it's not for everybody, okay? I'm also feeling it's kind of in a way to protect you. So to like only you knowing that this it's not that anybody can use this knowledge anyway, but for some reason just you doing it in private protects you or something like that, okay? Okay, so let's get into the next. Yeah, I understand that you might be a little bit like what the fuck. I even feel like again like with Freya and those gods and goddesses, like I feel like they know about this god, but like I'm almost getting like it's almost like those gods are like, no, Yash, we don't speak about him or something like that. I don't know why. This warrior card even like winked at me. He was like, yeah, like geez, like this is very ancient, very powerful, very harsh. Okay, but I feel like that is something that you are as well. That's something that you can truly embody. This is very intense, but it's like so intense that it feels like nothing almost. I don't know how to explain this energy. It's very weird, but very fucking powerful. Okay, this warrior is like extremely. It's like you carrying the world on your shoulders or something like that. Yeah, maybe you are. Maybe you're actually the embodiment. Pile number two. Just bear with me. Maybe you're actually the embodiment of this god on Earth in a human form, and that's why I was also feeling that pile number one vibe of Demeter like or Gaia like trying to like train you or something like that. Like I feel like you might actually be this entity truly. Like carrying the world or mountains on your back is almost nothing to you. Okay, like one in a million, because this ascension, this Ten of Wands is talking about the star card. Like not everybody can do this. Like not even the gods can do this or something like that. Okay, but it's because like you this being is very ancient. Okay, whether you're this being or not, I don't know. Like but fuck. Again, this being is very like I'm seeing the woods, and it's like in the woods you don't know what you're seeing, because like even though you should be seeing everything is like very, I don't know, this is a weird energy. It's almost like this winter is confusing me. Like the nothingness is confusing me. Like everything kind of looks the same, but it's like fucking wild, and like death can come out of nowhere or something like that. Okay, representing the sun. Talking about the sun, we have the Six of Pentacles. What am I feeling here? I just felt this energy of something being gifted to you, pile number one. Something being gifted to you that like kind of fixed a wound, like a very big energy wound or something like that. Like I feel like that is what this being is doing, or that is what you're doing with yourself if you're this actual being or something like that. Um, okay, one more card, yeah. I feel like this being that wants to work with you, or that like that you are meant to embody, or that you are an incarnation of. Take it as it resonates. Pile number two. This being is meant to teach you how to track. I'm hearing how to track fairies, or how to track a fucking white ass bunny or something like that in the Arctic. Okay, how to survive in the most like proper, again, this is giving me that pile number one vibes in regards to how to survive the most barren field, the most barren environment. But this feels very wintry to me. This feels extremely cold to me. Okay, a lot of wild forest, wild animal fucking like shamanic energy here proper. Like I can't express this energy properly to you, because once again, pile number two, this feels like I'm not supposed to, like I'm not supposed to be expressing it publicly. And you're not supposed to be hearing it publicly, you're supposed to be hearing it in private. Okay, if you haven't been working with this energy already, or maybe some of you have been, but this energy is about to present itself and be like, oh hey, like I've been the one all along, or whatever. Do you know that this energy does not take shit? This god, this entity, like very fucking old. This like doesn't care about like they're like, well, you're in the fucking wild now. Like amputate that arm or die or some shit like fucking that. Okay, like this is really fucking intense. Like this guy does not take shit. Okay, file number two. This is gonna be like kind of a this is like proper fucking warrior training. I don't feel like this is necessarily a warrior god or anything like that, because I even feel like Ares, the god of fucking war with his brutality and blah blah blah, is gonna be like beep, beep, like whimpering to this energy. Okay, um, I'm seeing this energy like take out that energy and something like that. Okay, Parliament, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much. Please do consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you again for another one. Satnam, bye. Satnam, pile number three. For those of you who picked this really beautiful yarn, this is going to be a reading to see what god or goddess or entity spirit wants to work with you. I just heard Jesus, but I felt like that was kind of somebody's projection of maybe a little bit of fear. Interesting. Okay, I'm already getting this message. When I showed you this pile, this like I felt very clearly fate, and I was like, yeah, of course, because the line, fate of line, and the line or the string of your fate, etc. But now that I heard Jesus, and seeing it as like from my perspective, Christ is actually the master of fate, right? You know what I actually got here? I feel like a lot of you, like Christ wants to come through for you with some kind of like Christ consciousness, and I'm receiving some kind of like religious trauma or something here, and I feel like because even in this deck, like Christ is the great teacher, okay, learn from spiritual experiences. I feel like the Christ consciousness wants to come and like finally completely liberate you. I feel like the very last piece of your puzzle, pile number 3, is some kind of actually religious trauma, okay, or like something like that. But let's see a little bit more into that. I'm gonna take this easy deck. I'm gonna take the angel cards, and then I'm gonna take the cactus jack. So let's start with the angel cards. I'm being told. Pile number 3. What god, deity, spirit being wants to work with pile number 3? Okay. I'm feeling somebody being here like first when you heard Jesus or Christ, you wanted to be like no, but since you heard like the religious trauma, you decided to like check yourself and be like, okay, let me listen. Like that's really cool. Okay, that's what it's all about, right? So Eight of Earth, yeah. This Christ wants to come through to you, pile number 3, because he really wants you to liberate yourself. Like there's some sort of like inner working that you need to do, in order for you to marry him, in order for you to. I'm getting for some of you, quite honestly, actually, Christ wants to bring you the perfect mate, the perfect partner. But in order for you to do that, you have to release some kind of internal resistance to Christ, some kind of internal resistance to him, okay, to Jesus. This is really interesting. There's something in the heart space there. I feel like some of you might just like, it's this energy of like, I'll never trust a man again or something like that, and maybe even subliminally you're like projecting that onto Christ or Christ consciousness. Yeah, the sun. Yeah. Ooh, 9 of water. Pile number 3. Pile number 3. If you feel a little bit like ugh at the start, but now you're starting to feel a little bit more okay with this idea, that's truly because Christ wants to do a lot of inner work on you, not you. Like he just wants to shine something onto you for you to have your wish fulfillment, which is, once again, I'm hearing, which is everything and anything you want. Oh, look how cool this looks. Oh my goodness. Bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow. Well, I'm an elephant, and a cow is an elephant, isn't it? An elephant girl is a cow. Anyway, Christ really wants to come through and like shine this light on you, okay? Shine the light on what you still kind of need to work with. It's just this 2 pentacles, the pentacles that make you feel a little bit like, that's what's keeping you from fully embodying this Christ consciousness, this sun energy. Maybe, and religious trauma, absolutely. Absolutely religious trauma. Absolutely. Like I keep hearing like absolutely that's it, that's it. Some of you might think it's not, but like truly I keep hearing very strongly that's it. And again, that's why I'm thinking God, spirit is Christ is bringing through this like the sun energy in order to actually illuminate that for you, because once again he wants you to be fully liberated so that you can find the perfect mate, so that you can marry to Christ, and like Jesus is like the perfect man, right? So or a perfect woman. So yeah, 4 of Wands, right? Like your 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Air. Yeah, so I feel like you have been left out in the cold, or maybe your prayers have never been answered. Maybe you were like raised Christian and that never like happened for you. Yeah, your family's Christian and it never happened to you. I just quite honestly feel like it's because like it wasn't proper, and proper by mean it wasn't real, okay? Because it's easy, like the Pharisees is what I'm trying to say here, okay? You understand exactly what I'm saying if this is for you. But all of that's about to change. Yeah, your heart was completely broken, and I feel like Jesus is coming in with his deifying self, his like shining luminous glory, and shining that on your heart space for you to finally release this burden. Okay, and all that takes is for you to accept him. But I feel like you keep passing over this Christ consciousness cup. Okay, because it's too painful. Exactly, because it's too bright and it burns too much. But Jesus is saying like, listen, if you want this new beginning, this brand fucking new beginning, not just like the brand fucking new beginning, Joker, like anything you want, bitch, bitch, okay? Like you can like Jesus loves you no matter what kind of vibe. And like even as I'm saying that, that's such a Christian thing, like religious trauma, okay? Truly, like Jesus just wants to liberate you from this so that you can finally embody the fucking Son. Which is the epiphany of happiness, which is completion, the completion of happiness. 1, 9, 10. You know? Um King of Fire. Yeah, so that you can shine as a Christed being yourself. So that you can shine as a Christed being yourself. So that you can be Elohim, which Jesus said we are. Does your book not say ye are gods? Yes, indeed we are, through Christ. What is that? Christ consciousness. Dying to self, dying for God. Like humbling yourself for God kind of vibe. Like, yeah, okay, so you have religious trauma, but like what is that in compared to infinite happiness? Okay. Because it is real. Truly, it is real. 3 I'm seeing. Which is Christ consciousness. 8 of Cups. Some of you are still choosing to walk away towards some kind of um, like other experience or other spirituality, and that's fine. Truly, okay. Just know, you're walking away from a 9 of Cups here, okay. You're walking away from a 9 of Water, and just know that this third party spirituality isn't something that's ever. It's never going to be the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles. It's always going to be the 9 of Pentacles, okay. And it's always going to be a little bit of an uphill battle, okay. It's not wrong because once again, Jesus loves you no matter what. It's just not going to be as I want to say like productive as necessary. Like the other beings that you might be working with or have like very like dramatic energy. It's like unnecessary kinds of vibes there. Okay, and Jesus doesn't want that for you. So let's see the other pile. 4 of Cups. Like somebody rejecting an offer, but like you keep on rejecting this offer is because you're constantly like me. Like I fully accepted Jesus as myself, but I still understand Shiva. I still understand Kali. I still understand those kinds of vibes, and I experience them. I like them. I love them as well because Jesus loves them. Like it's just like to me, Jesus is the ultimate. Okay, Jesus is the diamond, and if you're married to Jesus, you become one with the Christ, and you become the diamond as well. Okay, and I feel like that's what Jesus wants to give you. But this is only anyway for those who are like a part of His flock, or like who choose to be a part of His flock rather, who choose not to walk away. And Jesus kind of wants you to walk away from this 3 of Swords, okay? Like that, like if you've been wishing for 9 for wish fulfillment and it hasn't been coming, it's probably just been presenting itself in this lens that you kept rejecting, okay? That you kept walking away from, once again because of like some kind of religious trauma, okay? What exactly is this religious trauma I'm being told to ask? Is it even religious trauma? Yes, I heard again, okay? Absolutely. The way people have treated you, the way Christians have treated you, but that's look at this. Clarifying the King of Fire from the other deck is the Queen of Fire. So 2 different cards, King of Fire, Queen of Fire. Jesus wants to marry you, pile number 3. Jesus wants to give you the perfect partner. Like, the perfect partner. Jesus is perfect. Somebody says like perfection doesn't exist or we can never be perfect. Well, then you're not going to get into heaven, bitch. Okay. Like perfect in your imperfection, okay? Jesus wants to give you this, but you keep walking away from it. You keep walking away from your 9 of Cups, okay? Yeah, you keep walking away from love. You keep walking away from Jesus here. You keep moving away from Jesus. Interesting. You know what? Oh, you know what? Pile number 3. You know what I'm actually getting? Wow, pile number 3, you know what I'm getting? I'm actually getting like every time you walk away or every time you keep walking, because you're not satisfied or whatever with the energy, like He follows you, like Jesus like follows you and like presents you like a different 2 of Cups each time in order to have your 10 of Cups. That's beautiful, pile number 3. So I feel like even if you're like still in this energy of trying to resist this and like no fuck that and like eventually you're gonna have your 10 of Cups with Christ. I can promise you that, pile number 3. Like that, this energy all of a sudden got really clear to me with the Sun as well. Okay, this is even looking like a diamond ring to me, like somebody's going to be meeting and this person might be very different from you. Like you might be very spiritual and this person might be very Christian or something like that. It doesn't have to be. This could even be like a Muslim or like a fucking, I don't know, even an atheist. It doesn't matter. It's about the consciousness. It's about the heart, right? Yeah, I'm being told to leave it just there, okay? Thank you so much, pile number 3. Please do consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you again for another one. Satnam. Bye. Satnam, pile number 4. For those of you who picked this beautiful, just like string of nice pearls, okay? This is going to be a reading. Ooh, to see what God, entity, spirit wants to work with you. I'm getting already party and I'm thinking Dionysus. So it's some kind of like lively god, some kind of like lively goddess, a goddess of like a god, Dionysus, yeah. Bacchus, like, but I'm getting a more like exotic one here, okay? You know what I'm actually thinking of Quetzalcoatl, okay? Even though he's not really a party god, for some reason I'm being drawn to like his rainbow feathers, okay? Which is representing this very like exotic kind of like, I'm hearing trance, this very like exotic kind of like otherworldly psychedelically vibe, okay? So the god that wants to, Dionysus, like if like you might probably, when you're researching Dionysus, you're probably gonna come up on some kind of like more obscure like equivalent to Dionysus that's gonna resonate with you more. But that's the kind of energy I'm feeling here. It's this energy of knowledge and initiation through pleasure, knowledge and initiation through love, through ecstasy, okay, stuff like that. So let's see. I'm gonna get the Dreams of Gaia tarot, the easy, and just like that. I'm being told for now. And I keep hearing like partying or like it's strange that you guys know, right? That civilization started because people wanted to get drunk. Like that, like proper, like we wanted to like grow like wheat and shit to make beer, not even like for bread and shit, okay, truly. Well, it's just a theory, but like looking at humanity, I'm not surprised that that's true, truly, okay. And I'm not judging there or anything. It's just like we've always wanted to get high and drunk, and we continue to fucking do that despite everything, right? It's like journey. Yeah, this journey is again giving me Dionysus vibes. Like Dionysus was actually some kind of like outside god that came into the Greek pantheon. He was usually represented with like leopard skin and shit like that, representing his exoticity, exoticnicity. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. And the fact that he came from foreign countries, his foreignity. I don't know the words, guys, but you get what I'm saying, right? So this is kind of again some kind of like even like a god of outcasts, a god of travelers. But again, like not Hermes or anything like that. Like Dionysus used to travel a lot, like all over the world, teaching people how to make wine. Okay, which is symbolic of teaching people ecstasy, shamanic ecstasy, utilizing like shamanic plant medicines. Listen to this wind coming through, right? This feels like this very ancient form of Dionysus coming through, the more natural shamanic version of Dionysus even coming through. Okay, let's see another one. But it's not the same as pile number 2 though. Or was this pile number 3? I don't know. Anyway, a journey south. So again, I'm being drawn to Dionysus and the fact that like Dionysus received like, let's say, enlightenment or godhood by when he created wine, right? But again, if you like, when I drink wine, I properly experience it as like the blood of Christ or whatever. The ancient Greeks believed that if you drink red wine, you're actually embodying Dionysus. You're embodying that energy. And for me, when I drink wine, I feel that. I feel Dionysus. I feel Jesus. It makes me feel so spiritually connected. It puts me, the drunkenness from wine is very different than a drunkenness from beer to me, okay? Wine feels so much more elegant and stuff like that, but in a sense of like the spiritual energies coming through. And I feel like that is why Dionysus wants to work with you, okay? Like it's almost like Dionysus is the drunkard god, but he's still extremely attractive and still extremely elegant, even though he can get like very non-elegant. But I feel like this god wants to teach him, even being drawn to the purple I'm doing this reading on right now. This god wants to teach you how to like go through like drunkenness with elegance, if that makes sense, okay? I'm even seeing abundance there and love as well. Let's get the other deck. Journey and self. The self card is also trying to tell me something. You know how like a drunk person always speaks the truth, right? How a drunk person is always like no inhibition. That is what this being is trying to teach you. That is what Dionysus is gifting to you as well. I feel like he's coming through and gifting you almost this like wild aspect of himself as well. Yeah, all of these piles are in some way connected, but they're like collectives, right? Where was I? Like that's what he wants to give to you. He wants to teach you how to be completely like with no inhibitions. Feel the rain on your skin, no one else can feel it for you. So it's really just, despite any kind of weird energy, you just shine. You just like, almost like you're constantly spiritually drunk, okay? Without any kind of inhibitions. I really like that. Yeah, like drunk with the Holy Spirit even, or something like that, okay? Which is very Dionysian vibes to me. Nine of Cups. I actually do experience Dionysus and Christ as very similar archetypes, actually as the same archetype, quite honestly, because Dionysus also died and was reborn. Um, Very similar, and the whole wine aspect. So maybe go check out pile number 3 if you resonate. Queen of Fire. Yeah. So this is actually again giving me that like confidence that you get with wine and stuff. Like I feel like you're about to really embody, like your best like party self or something like that, but like in your everyday life. Okay, this is intended to make your life like extremely fun. Like Dionysus is coming in to make your life a party, pile number 4. Like truly, okay. Okay, I like this. I like this. Yeah, so I'm even getting, because Dionysus is the one that ascended, a lot of celebration here. And because Dionysus is the god that ascended from mortality, from humanness to actual godhood, I feel like that's what he also wants to teach you. That is also the teachings of his mystery schools, but also the teaching of Jesus's teaching in order for us to become gods. So part number 4, I feel like you're being initiated onto some kind of path, or Dionysus is about to initiate you on some kind of path and process in becoming a god. Okay, go check out palm number 3, definitely. Okay, I'm being told to finish this pyramid with this with these cards. Ten of Pentacles. Look at that. This Ten of Pentacles is giving me, I'm seeing like a lot of grapevines growing, giving you like an infinite access to like really abundant really abundant like wine, like the best grapes or the best wine. Okay, and wine used to be like the drink of the gods, or the drink of kings, okay, rather, let's say, kings and queens rather, because of the Queen of Wands, right? So yeah, I feel like that abundance, and because like Dionysus 8, I'm seeing Dionysus is also a fertility god. A lot of like abundance there as well. Okay, yeah, and he's like a god of rest and parting. I feel like that's what he wants to bring in for you. Just like chill vibes, bro. Like calm down, have a glass of wine, maybe even smoke a blunt. For some of you, a blunt is your glass of wine. You know, whatever this is, however it is that you let off steam or something like that. I'm even hearing that song, I'm on vacation every single day because I love my occupation. I'm getting that's the kind of energy, yeah, Ace of Wands, that Dionysus wants to give you, okay? Dionysus is also one of the like better, more nice Greek gods, because he knows what it's like to be human, and he also married a mortal woman, okay? 3 of Swords. Why is this 3 of Swords coming up? Okay, yeah. Again, yeah. Go watch pile number 3. Pile number 4, 7, 7. Go watch pile number 3. Truly, 4, as well. There's 4, actually. This 3 of Swords is coming up because like Dionysus wants to heal your heart space. Maybe for some of you, Dionysus even actually wants to marry you. Like this god wants to marry you, or this god wants to proper. I'm seeing for some of you a god. Yeah, look at this. I'm seeing for some of you a god step out of heaven, not like permanently, but like, yeah, look at this. Pile number 4, for some of you, Dionysus, or like an equivalent, okay? Like you understand what kind of energy I'm trying to say. Go watch pile number 3. Has been watching you. This god has been watching you. And they want to travel towards you, give you a lot of something. It's like they've chosen you and they want to heal your heart, okay? That's a really cool vibe. Yeah, they want to marry you, 4 of Wands, okay? I'm being told to get one more card, one more, Dreams of Gaia Tarot. I'm even being drawn again to self here as well. So that's, go watch pile number 3 as well, pile number 4. But the self is like seeing as Dionysus is also a god of death and rebirth, right? Like again, I feel like this 2 of Pentacles is this energy of how can I say this? Like this energy, the 2 of Pentacles is currently, it's not giving me like cool energy. It's giving me this energy of being like human, being mortal, being a muggle, okay? And again, Dionysus, King of Air, Dionysus or Christ, go watch part number 3, wants to come in to be in union with you, okay? Because he chose you. Yeah, and he wants to heal your heart space. There's always this one pile Six of Wands. There's always this one pile, love, Ten of Pentacles. There's always this one pile that's like very out there, but I love that, okay? Go watch pile number 3, pile number 4. Thank you so much for connecting with me and receiving. Please do consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you again for another one. Satnam, bye.